Have you ever noticed how one simple question can completely change the way a conversation begins? Questions like, where are you from? What do you do? Tell me about yourself. What are your hobbies? These look simple, easy, basic, but for English learners, they can feel surprisingly difficult. Not because the question is hard, but because the answer feels too small, too short, too empty. And when your answer is too short, the conversation dies. That's one of the biggest reasons learners struggle in real English conversations. Not because they don't know enough, but because they stop too early. Today, we're going to fix that. In this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how to answer personal questions naturally, confidently, and fluently. Not like a textbook, not like an exam robot, but like a real speaker. And by the end of this lesson, you'll know how to speak about yourself in a way that feels easy, natural, and interesting. Because talking about yourself is the foundation of fluency. If you can talk about yourself well, you can talk about almost anything. And before we begin, subscribe to Daily English, like this video, and comment below. I'm ready to speak. That small sentence matters. Because speaking starts with decision. Let's begin. The first question, where are you from? Simple, but many learners answer like this. I'm from Ethiopia. Done. Finished. Conversation dead. That answer is correct, but it doesn't create connection. A better answer sounds like this. I'm from Ethiopia, specifically from Arba Minch in the southern part of the country. It's famous for its beautiful lakes and amazing natural scenery. Now listen carefully. What changed? Not the information, the structure. This is important. A natural answer has 3 parts. Direct answer, specific detail, extra color. Let's break it down. Direct answer. I'm from Ethiopia. Specific detail. I'm from Arba Minch. Extra color. It's famous for its lakes. This formula works everywhere. For example, question, where are you from? Answer, I'm originally from Kenya, from a city called Kisumu. It's near Lake Victoria and has a really relaxed atmosphere. Or, I'm from Brazil, from Sao Paulo actually. It's a huge city, very busy, but full of energy. This sounds alive. This sounds human. And that's what fluency is. Human communication. Now here's the mistake many learners make. They memorize big, complicated descriptions. Something like, my hometown is one of the most magnificent and breathtaking places in the nation. That sounds unnatural, too formal, too heavy. Real people speak simply. My hometown is pretty peaceful. It's a busy place. It's small, but I like it. That's enough. Simple is powerful. Always remember that. Now let's go deeper. A common follow-up question is, what's your hometown like? This is where learners often panic. But don't. Use this formula. Size, atmosphere, special feature. For example, it's a medium-sized city. It's pretty calm most of the time, and it's known for coffee farms. Or, it's a crowded city with lots of traffic, but the nightlife is amazing. Very natural, very clear. Now let's talk about emotion. This changes everything. Compare these. My hometown is small. My hometown is small, but honestly, I love it because everyone knows each other. The second answer has feeling. Feeling creates connection, and connection keeps conversations alive. This is an advanced fluency secret. Facts inform. Feelings connect. Use both. Question, do you like your hometown? Weak answer, yes. Better answer, yeah, ido. It's peaceful, and it feels like home. Every time I travel, I miss it. That sounds real. That sounds natural. Now let me tell you something important. You do not need an exciting hometown to sound interesting. This is a myth. Many learners think, my town is boring. I have nothing to say. Wrong. Interesting speaking is not about interesting places. It's about interesting description. For example, my town is small and quiet, but that's actually why I like it. Life feels slower there. Beautiful, simple, natural. And here's another secret. Native speakers often compare. Comparison makes your answer richer. For example, it's much quieter than Addis Ababa. It's smaller than Nairobi, but less stressful. Comparison adds depth. Use it. Now let's practice. Question, where are you from? Answer, I'm from Ethiopia, from a town called Kanso. It's famous for its cultural heritage and traditional villages. It's not a huge place, but it has a strong identity. Question: do you like living there? Answer: yes, I do. It's peaceful and safe, and I have a lot of family there, so it feels comfortable. Question: would you like to move? Answer: maybe one day. I'd love to experience life in a bigger city, but I think I'd always come back. Do you notice the flow? That's natural conversation. One answer creates the next. That's how fluency grows. Here's your practice task. Today, answer these 5 questions aloud. Where are you from? What's your hometown like? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Would you ever leave? Speak for 1 minute each. No writing, no translating, just speaking. That's how real fluency develops. Because your mouth must practice what your mind knows. Knowledge alone is never enough. And remember, a short answer ends a conversation. A detailed answer starts one. That's a huge difference. And mastering this one question can change your confidence forever. Because once you can talk about where you're from, talking about who you are becomes easier. And that's exactly what we'll do next.